Everyone, welcome to Game 2 of the Pasco Pride Grand Slam tournament here on field number 2. This matchup, the 10:30 matchup, is going to be between Central Florida SWAT and West Pasco Pride. Again, I'm Doc in the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. The coin toss has just now taken place. So we'll find out in a minute who's home and who's visitor. Again, the indicator above the team on the scoreboard will be who's at bat at that point. So I think, we'll double check here, but I think Central Florida SWAT is going to be in the field. And I'll get you the lineups in just a minute. I just was handed the lineup for Central Florida SWAT. So I'll get that updated for you here in just a minute. Stand by for me, folks. All right, so Central Florida SWAT is going to be in the field, and I'll get the lineups for you here in just a moment. Again, folks, my apologies for the delay. I'll get this one underway here. So pitching for the Central Florida SWAT is going to be Izzy, and behind the plate is Abby W. They do have two Abbies on the team. All right, so stepping in for the West Pasco Pride is going to be Audrey. Oops. And here we go. Getting this one underway. The first pitch of game number 2 with the Pasco Grand Slam softball tournament. And the pitch. There's a line shot into right center field. That's going to get down. And Audrey's on with a leadoff single here in the top of the first inning. One pitch, one hit. All right. Again, pitching. There's a ground ball to short. Thrower to first. Not in time, so it's an infield single for Cadence. And Pasco Pride is off with singles here, putting runners on first and second to start things off here in the top of the first inning. All right. So same batting order as last time for West Pasco Pride. There's a ball in the dirt, but I think that was no pitch or illegal pitch, so that will count as a ball anyway. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to Emily Hamburg. There's a couple of Emilys on the team, so that's why I'm calling out the last name as best I can pronounce them. So 2 leadoff singles, and then with Cadence on first, Audrey on second, and Emily at the plate, and on deck is Brooke. So just real quick, the batting lineup. So Audrey, Cadence, Emily, Hamburg, Brooke, Maggie, Addie M, Lane, Paula, Lily, Emily Morales, Corey, and Addie P. Pitching for West Pasco is going to be Audrey, and catching is Paula. So it's a 1-0 count to there's a foul ball out of play, and it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a called strike. Throw down to second, and she's safe. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Emily. They nearly got Audrey at second on that throwdown. And here's the pitch. There's a fly ball in the left field. That's going over the left fielder's head. That's gone to the fence. That's going to score Audrey. And Cadence is right on her heels, with Emily going into third with a stand-up triple. And this one is a 2-0 ball game here in the top of the first inning. All right, so nobody out here in the top of the first. Pasco is jumping all over from an offensive perspective this game. They did struggle a little bit last game, kind of started getting a little hot towards the end of the inning. There's a foul ball out of play, and it's an 0-1 count to Brooke. Maggie's on deck. There's a line shot to first base. Nice snag by the first baseman. And that's 1 down. Wow, what a play. So ground ball foul. And it's an 0-1 count. All right, thanks for joining us here. Appreciate it. It was a ball outside. And throw down and called safe. I think it's a 1-1 count, if I'm not mistaken. I may have missed a pitch, and I apologize for that. But Maggie's up. A swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 count, I believe. Yep, I'm correct. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. So ground ball to third, foul ball. And we'll do 1-2 again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Maggie. Addie M is on deck. Like I was saying, West Pasco started getting the bats going in the bottom, or towards the end of the game, the first game. There's a line shot foul. Ooh. Wow, it just missed some people. Just going to be a dangerous area. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Maggie. But they really jumped on it here in the first inning, with 2 runs on a bases clearing triple by Emily Hamburg. There's a ball high, and it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Maggie. Again, thank you guys for joining us, and please like and subscribe whether you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube. Follow us and like us on Facebook and share it around with your friends and family, as well as on YouTube. Do the same thing. There's a fly ball in the left center field. That gets down for a hit. That brings in Emily, and Maggie's on with an RBI single. So it's 3-0 so far here in the top of the first. Addie M steps in with Lane on deck. Lane was the catcher last game. This game it's Paula, and pitching is going to be Audrey. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Maggie remains at first. 1 out. 3 runs across. Add that in there. They just added the third run. There's a little bit of delay between the scoreboard and what you guys are seeing due to cellular reliance. There's a foul ball, and it's an 0-2 count. So we are relying upon, we're here in Veterans Park, field number 2, Veterans Memorial Park, field 2 here in Pasco County, the Pasco Grand Slam, put on by Tampa Bay USSSA and brought to you by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Again, I'm Doc, your commentator for this game and the other 3 games that remain after this one today. We will be back live tomorrow at Starkey Ranch for the bracket play of the Pasco Grand Slam tournament. And here's the 0-2. It gets past the catcher, and that will allow Maggie to go to second base. Still 1 out. That's a 1-2 count to Addie M. Lane's on deck. And the pitch. Foul ball out of play. And we'll do 1-2 again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll start to warm up here a little bit. It's got a quick fielding change. Second baseman. Looks like maybe warming up pitcher for Central Florida SWAT. And the pitch. There's a line shot down the line. That is foul. And we'll do 1 and 2 again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. There's a pop fly on the infield. Shallow center field, and it drops in for a hit. And there's the throw to third. And Maggie's safe at third, and the throw allows Addie to go to second base. So we'll give Addie a single. That moves Maggie to third on the throw. And Addie to second base on the throw. So runners at second and third, still 1 out. Lane steps in. Paula's on deck. And the pitch. It's a ball low. Throw down third, not in time. And it's a 1-0 count to Lane. So 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0. Called strike, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Lane. 1 out, 3 across. On 3 hits, actually 4 hits, my apologies, 4 hits. The bases clearing triple and an RBI single. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2. Ground ball to third. Third fields it over across the diamond. That's 2 outs, and runners hold. So 2 outs. Paula steps in. Lily's on deck. Paula will be the catcher for West Pasco Pride. Game number 3 will follow this one at noon, around noon. Called strike on the inside corner. And it's no 1 count to Paula. So again, pitching for the Central Florida SWAT is Izzy, and behind the plate is Abby. And the pitch is a bunt foul, and it's a 0-2 count now. So no balls, 2 strikes. So Izzy gets a sign, she comes set and delivers. Ball just outside. That's a 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is 3 outs. So Pasco Pride gets 3 runs on 4 hits and no errors and 2 left on base. At the end of a half inning, it's West Pasco Pride 3, Central Florida SWAT coming to bat. All right, so coming up in the bottom half of the first inning for the Central Florida SWAT is going to be Kylie, followed by Haley, and then Emily. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Be right back. All right, so three. Yeah. All right. So here we go. So leading off for the CF SWAT, Central Florida SWAT, is Kylie. She'll be followed by Haley and then Emily. A little discrepancy in the scoring, but looks like we're all good. And onward for the first batter, Kylie. And the pitch. Ball on the inside corner, or ball on the inside, not the inside corner, that would be a strike. Is 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0 pitch to Kylie. There's a line shot into center field. That's going to get down for a hit. And Kylie's on with a leadoff single. For CF SWAT here in the bottom of the first inning. They do trail 3-0 after a strong inning by Pasco Pride. So nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Kylie leads off with a single, and here's Haley. Kylie gets a big jump down there at first base leadoff, but didn't go anywhere. It's a 1-0 count to Haley. Emily is on deck. here's the 1-0. Called strike. There's a throw down to first. And Kylie is safe. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Haley. And here's the 1-1. That's a ball in the dirt. That gets away. Oh, wow. And, wow, that got away quite a bit. That allowed Kylie on the wild pitch to go to second base. That's ball 2 to Haley. That got away from Paula. There's a ball high. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Kylie remains down at second base after the leadoff single and the going to second base on the wild pitch. That got away from Paula. And the pitch. Called strike, and now it's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. There's a line shot into left center field. That's going to get down. That's going to probably score 1. Kylie scores. The errant throw and nobody covering second base allows Haley to go to second. So an RBI single for Haley scores Kylie. And it is a 3-1 ball game. With Emily stepping in the batter's box and Michaela on deck. And the pitch. Ball just a little up, and that's a 1-0 count to Emily. Haley's down at second base. RBI single. Drove in Kylie. And the pitch. Ball inside. And it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Emily. And here's the 2-0. Ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes. Nobody out. 1 run in so far for the Central Florida SWAT, with Haley at second base. She singled in Kylie and reached second on the throw. No one was covering second for Pasco. There's a ground ball to short. Hard ground ball. The shortstop couldn't handle it, and that scores another run. And Emily's on. We're going to give her a single on that one because that one, I don't know that she could have easily handled that one. So we'll give a single to Emily on that. That scores Haley, and that makes it a 3-2 ball game. Still with nobody out. That brings in Michaela. Abby, who's the catcher, she's out on deck. And the pitch. It's a ball outside. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. That was a 3-0 pitch that came into Emily. She screamed it through shortstop. Again, it was took a bad hop and off of the glove, so wasn't able to get to it. That's why we scored it a single. There was a ball low. And it's a 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes to Emily. Oh, I'm sorry, to Michaela. Looked at the wrong line, sorry. 2 balls, no strikes to Michaela. Emily's on first base. And the pitch. That's a ball. And it's 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes to Michaela. And I think I overheard the coach say she's got a green light. So if it's a strike, she's going to swing. So here we go. That's ball high, and that moves Emily over to second base. Michaela's on first. That brings in Abby. Again, she's the catcher. Zoe will come out on deck. Still nobody out. It's a 3-2 game. There's a ball low. And so 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Emily's at second. Michaela's at first. So 3 hits and a walk. I brought in 2 runs and 2 runners on. And here's the pitch. Foul ball out of play. And it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. That's a ball high. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's the 2-1. That's ball 3. Oh, I guess that was ball 4. So sorry, I missed a pitch in there. Oh no, it's 3-1. All right, so I didn't miss one. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. So Pasco coach calls time to go out and talk to his pitcher. It's a 3-1 count to Abby. I thought I lost count for a minute, but I didn't. So everything is correct so far. All right, so the Conference of the Mountains broke up. It's a 3-2 game, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the first inning. That's too cool. And here's the 3-1. Called strike, and now it's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. There's a ground ball back. Oh, off the knee of Audrey. She's down. That scores 1. And that allows Abby to go to second base. So we'll award Abby with an RBI single. That puts Michaela on third. Scores Emily, which makes it a 3-3 game. Paula took a shot off a knee, but we will wait and see what happens from here. So Abby, I'm sorry. Yeah, Abby ends up on second base. So runners at second and third, still nobody out. And looks like we're probably going to have a pitching change. And indeed we are. So Addie... So Audrey won't be able to pitch anymore. So Addie is going to pitch again. So number 51, Addie. She pitched, if you recall, back in the first game. She came in, I think, in the first inning. And in the last game. So Addie will be the pitcher. And for now, it's a 3-3 game. So this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, so we want to thank you all again for joining us here in the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, and hit the bell so you get notified when we go live. Again, we'll be covering 3 more games today, as well as more games tomorrow for the Pasco Grand Slam. If you're on Facebook, like, follow, and share on Facebook. So we appreciate you joining us here as part of this tournament, being able to watch these young ladies out there playing their hearts out in this tournament. So it is a 3-3 ball game right now. There's nobody out. Zoe is stepping in with Izzy on deck. Izzy is the current pitcher, or at least was the current pitcher in the top of the first inning for Central Florida SWAT. All right. Zoe steps in. Addie gets sign, sets, delivers. Called strike. And it snowballs 1 strike to Zoe. And here's the 0-1. There's a line shot into right center field. That's going to score 2. And Central Florida SWAT's going to take a 5-3 lead, while Zoe goes in with a stand-up double. And that makes it a 5-3 ball game, still with nobody out. 5 hits and a walk has resulted in 5 runs. Izzy steps in. Abby A is on deck. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. Nice stop back there by Paula, preventing Zoe from moving over to third base. And here's the 0-1. Foul ball. And it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes
right here, 5-1, best pitch, right here.
On Izzy.
Gotta be good, kid.
And here's the 0-2. Call strike 3. And that is 1 down. So Abby steps in with Emma on deck, Emma R. There's a ball high to Abby, and it's a 1-0 count. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Paul. Oh, the runner goes anyway, and she saved at third. So a stolen base by Zoe. She's at third now. And it's ball 2 to Abby. Ball gets away from Paula, and that allows Zoe to score, making it a 6-3 ball game. And that's ball 3 to Abby. So 3-0 count. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. And that's ball 4. And Abby's on. So Emma steps in with Zoe on deck. 6-3 lead by the CF Central Florida SWAT here in the bottom of the first. So Emma steps in. Again, Abby's at first. 1 out. And the pitch. It's ball in the dirt. Abby holds at first base, and it's a 1-0 count to Emma. Again, 6 runs across so far here in the bottom of the first inning for Central Florida SWAT. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and ball gets away from Paula, and that allows Abby to go to second. So it's a 1-1 count to Emma. And here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 2 outs. All right, so Zoe steps in. Destiny's on deck. 2 down now. There's ball 1 to Zoe. Both outs this inning has been a called strike 3 and a swinging strikeout, which we just saw. So that's the only 2 outs this inning. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Best pitch, 5-1 right here.
Abby remains at second base. And the pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Shortstop fields it. Throws across. And that is 3 outs. All right, so Central Florida SWAT gets 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And at the end of 1 inning, it's Central Florida SWAT 6, West Pasco 3. Yes, sir. All right, so we're going to go to the top of the second here. So coming up for West Pasco, all right, so coming up for West Pasco is going to be Lily, followed by Emily Morales and Corey. So Lily, she walked and scored her one and only time up back in the third inning of the last game, and Corey tripled in Lily, and Emily had struck out. So Lily, Emily, and Corey are your batters here in the top of the second. And we're just about to get underway here. Looks like Izzy's still on the mound, and Abby is still behind the plate. That's funny. Called strike, and it's a 0-1 count to get things underway here in the top of the second. So no balls, one strike to Lily. And here's the 0-1 from Izzy. Wow. Ball high. So 1-1 count from Izzy. 1 ball, 1 strike on Lily. I was combining those two names together. It wasn't working well. Here we go. It's a pop fly on the infield. Nice catch by the second baseman, number 5. I believe that is Abby. Double check. It is Abby A. Again, the scoreboard is a little delayed from what I'm keeping. The device I have here is a ball high to Emily. So there's a little bit of delay getting from my device to the internet back to the live stream. So apologies for that, folks. 2-0 count now to Emily. 1 down. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So I think everything should be right now. The side's changed to who's up at bat. Again, because we don't know ahead of time who the home team is. The indicators so the one on the left and one on the right. In this case, happen to be home is on the left, visitors is on the right, just because of the coin flip as we preset these. But tomorrow we'll have home team on the right-hand side like you would normally see on the scoreboard, and the visitors on the left. So it's a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Or I'm sorry, now it's a 2-2 count, or a 3-2 count, maybe. Full count, sorry. I was behind on the ball there. I forgot to mark it as I was talking. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, top of the second, and the pitch. Ball 4. And a runner for the Pasco Pride. So Corey steps in. Corey tripled in a run last inning and also scored herself. And here's the pitch. Ball inside. And it's a 1-0 count. That allows, we'll call that a wild pitch, allows Emily to go to second. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Corey. And here is the 1-1. That's a ball high. And it's a 2-1 count. It's a called strike, and it's 2-2. There's a foul ball down the first base line, and it is we'll do 2 and 2 again with Corey. So like I said, unfortunately, due to connectivity issues out here at Veterans Memorial Park, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 2 down. There's delays between my scoreboard device and the live stream, so apologies for that. But we are here in the top of the second. And the pitch. Foul ball right back at us here. And it's a 0-1 count to Addie. On deck is Audrey. And Audrey was pitching when she came out due to injury of the ball hitting her in the knee. But she looks to be okay, which is a good sign. So 2 outs. And the pitch. Line shot down the first base line. That's foul, and it's an 0-2 count. So no balls, 2 strikes to Addie. And the 0-2. It's a ground ball foul down the third base line, and we'll do 0-2 again. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the second. And the pitch. It's a ground ball again, foul. Addie was just a little in front of that pitch. It is a 6-3 game, with Central Florida Swat putting up 6 in the first after West Pasco put up 3. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. And at the end of 1.5, it's a 6-3 ball game. Yes, sir. All right, so we're going to go to the bottom of the second here. Coming up in the bottom of the second is going to be Destiny. She'll be followed by Kylie. Kylie singled and scored her first time up, and then Haley, who singled in Riley, and she also scored. On the mound is still Addie, and behind the plate is Paula. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. With the bottom of the second inning. Addie looks in, gets her sign. She comes set and delivers the first pitch to Destiny, and that's a ball outside, so it's a 1-0 count to Destiny. pitch. Ball 2. So 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. It's a 6-3 lead for Central Florida SWAT. There's ball 3 to Destiny. Again on deck is Kylie. She singled and scored. And the pitch. Ball 4. And Destiny's on with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second. On deck is Haley. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Oh, there's a throw down to first base. Well, so Destiny gets second base on a stolen base. There's a ball by on Kylie, so it's 1-0. That throw was down from Paula to the first baseman, and on the throw, Destiny took off. It's called strike. It's 1-1. Destiny had taken off, and there was no way to get her out at second base. So a runner on second. 1-1 count to Kylie. And here's the pitch. There's a ground ball foul down the third base line, and it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right here, 5-1, finish off, 5-1.
And the pitch. Ball in the dirt, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sorry about that. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. Destiny's at second base. And the pitch. Called strike 3. And that is 1 out. So 1 down. Haley steps in. Again, she singled in an RBI and scored her first time up. Emily's on deck. She singled and scored her first time up. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's no 1 count. Destiny remains at second base. So no balls, 1 strike. And here's the 0-1. There's a long ground ball to short. Shortstop fields it. Throws over to first. No, she goes to third base to get Destiny out. And nobody's covering third. And Destiny's in at third base. So everyone's safe on the rundown. So it's a fielder's choice by Haley. Oh, it must have. So not sure what happened, but it is 2 outs now, nonetheless. So Destiny's out at third. And Haley is at first base. There she goes. She's safely into second base on the pitch, and it's a 1-0 count. So 1 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Haley's at second. Michaela is on deck. She walked and scored her first time up. There's a ball, wild pitch, gets away from the catcher. And looks like it stoved a finger perhaps for the catcher here. But that wild pitch does allow Haley to go to third, and it's 2 balls. So looks like we're going to have a catching change here on the injury, perhaps. Looks like Corey may be going in to catch for Paula. And that is the case. All right, so with the change, we'll give a few moments here. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Again, thanks for joining us at the Pasco Grand Slam. Thank you. Pasco Grand Slam Tournament, brought to you by Tampa Bay USSSA and broadcasted by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Doc, your play-by-play commentator. If you're on Facebook, follow, share, and like the videos and the page. And please share it with your friends and family. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when we're going live. All right, folks, we'll be back in just a moment. Again, this is the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. All right, we're back. It's a ball low to Emily, and I believe that's going to make it a 3-0 count to Emily. Corey's now behind the plate. Addie's still pitching. And the pitch. Ball outside. And Emily's on with a walk. So that's runners up first and third with 2 outs. That brings in Michaela. Like I said, she walked and scored her first time up. On deck is Abby, who singled and drove in an RBI and scored her first time up. And that's Abby W. And pitch. It's a ball outside. So it's a 1-0 count. Emily goes down to second base. So runners on second and third. That's Emily at second, Haley at third. We're here in the bottom of the second, 2 outs. And the pitch. There's a line shot up the middle. That's going to get through for a hit. That's going to score 2 runs. And Central Florida SWAT is up 8-3. So still 2 down. 2 runs across this inning so far. Called strike to Abby. Michaela's at first. Zoe's on deck. Zoe doubled, drove in 2 runs and scored in the first inning. And here's the 0-1. Ball outside. And it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Abby. We're here in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch. It's a ground ball back to shortstop. Shortstop has a little trouble with it. Goes to second, and they get the runner at second base. Two. Yeah. All right, so, yes, sir. This is Doc, the Tampa USSSA Sports Network. We will be back in just a moment. All right, folks, we're back. Sorry about that. We're back here in the top of the third inning. And we're back at the top of the lineup with Audrey, followed by Cadence and Emily. So Audrey singled and scored, Cadence singled and scored, and Emily tripled in 2 runs and scored. And here we go. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So Izzy is still on the mound. Abby is still behind the plate. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the 0-2. There's a ground ball foul. And we'll do 0-2 again. So no balls, 2 strikes. And here comes the 0-2. It's a ball high. And it's a 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Audrey. Again, Izzy's still on the mound, and Abby's behind the plate. We are in the top of the third. And the pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 1-2 again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2. Pop fly into right field. Right fielder's under it. Makes the catch. And that is 1 away. So 1 down. There's a ball inside, and it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. To Cadence, 1 down. Emily's on deck. Emily Hamburg, that is. And the pitch. Ball inside, it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. So coming up next at noon is going to be the Hit Factory versus Central Florida SWAT right here on the same field. So we're staying on field 2 all day today. Our last game starts at 3. There's a ground ball back up the middle. That's going to get through for a second hit today for Cadence on with a 1-out single here in the top of the third. That'll bring up Emily. Brooks on deck. Brooke lined out to the first baseman as a shot. Snagged by the first baseman. And the pitch. It's a ground ball foul. And it's an 0-1 count. So this field, so the fences here are 285. I don't think you're going to see any out of the park home runs today. You might see an in the park home run. You never know. There's a ball low. Nice stop by the catcher down to first base. Cadence is back in time. It's a 1-1 count. And the pitch. Foul ball out of play. And it's a 1-2 count to Emily. Central Florida does have a really good catcher. I've seen some pretty good catching today, both from Lane on West Pasco to the catcher Lola for Team Tampa, and now there's a ball low. It's 2-2. Abby for Central Florida SWAT. There's a ball inside, and it's a full count. There's a deep drive into center field. Center fielder's under. What a catch! And a throw. My gosh, what a throw! And that holds Cadence at first, and 2 down. That was number 5 out there, and that was Abby A on that catch. So it's Abby W behind the plate. Nice job by Abby A in center field making that catch. So 2 down. And the pitch. It's ball low, so it's 1-0 count to Brooke. And the pitch. It's a ground ball, or just past the second baseman. They knocked it down, throw over to second, gets Cadence. So the reason for the delay by Cadence there was it was a line drive, but it hit the ground, and so Cadence was holding. So they get Cadence at second base. So that's 4-6, and that was 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on actually, or 1 left on. Sorry. And at the end of 2.5, it's West Pasco Pride 3, Central Florida SWAT 8. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Pitching change for West Pasco Pride. Cadence, who actually started the first game, is in there pitching. She replaces Addie. Leading off for Central Florida Swat's going to be Zoe, who doubled in 2 RBIs and scored, followed by Izzy, who struck out looking, and Abby A., who had that fine catch in center field, walked. All right, so Zoe steps in, and here we go with the bottom of the third. Ball inside, and it's a 1-0 count. And here's the 1-0. Ball off the plates, and it's a 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes. And here's the pitch. Ball just a little low. And it's 3-0 now. So 3 balls, no strikes. The pitching for West Pasco has struck out 3, 2 looking and 1 swinging so far. Ball 4. And Zoe's on with a walk. It brings Izzy to the plate. But they have given up 5 walks. And here's the first pitch. That's a ball low, so that's 5 in a row by Cadence. Zoe remains at first base. And the pitch. This ball gets away from Corey. And that allows Zoe to go to second on the pass ball. And that's ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch from Cadence. There's a called strike. And it's a 2-1 count. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Izzy. Zoe stands down at second base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch. Called strike 2, and that's a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Pop fly right here. Let's see. First baseman couldn't quite get to it. That's Lane. She tried to get to it and couldn't quite get to it. And we'll do 2-2 again. Nice diving try by Lane. That would have been the highlight reel for sure. Here's the pitch. Foul ball right back at us. I moved out of the way for some weird reason. And we'll do 2-2 again. Again, Zoe's down at second base. And here's the 2-2. Ball high. And now it's full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's been a good battle between Cadence and Izzy this at bat for Izzy. There's a fly ball foul just out of play. Hits the top of the fence down the first base line. And we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. 1 on. That's Zoe down at second. Bottom of 3. Again, apologies if the scoreboard is delayed in updating. Again, it's our connectivity out here at Veterans Memorial Park. But anyway, appreciate you joining us. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. And a second walk issued this inning by Cadence. So runners at first and second. That brings in Abby A. Emma is on deck. Emma struck out her first time up. Abby walked her first time up and reached second base. And here's the pitch. Ball off the plate. And it's a 1-0 count. So runners remain at first and second. That's the ball game. As Central Florida was the home team, and they win this one 8-3. So final score here again is 8-3. Thanks for joining us here, folks. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network, and we'll be back in just a little bit for game number 3 between Hip Factory and Central Florida SWAT.